Tonight, we're not scrolling past old songs. We're walking back into the rooms where they happened. A teenage prodigy takes control. A nation stands taller on 3 words. A voice cracks, and the whole diner goes quiet. Then a horn line with no lyrics starts a parade. 15 tracks, 0 skips. And the last one still lifts a room in one breath. Hit play, and don't miss number 1. 15, you met your match, Stevie Wonder.
You wanna learn how to love me?
Summer blur of keys, drums, and harmonica, this is Stevie stepping out front and steering.
When you say that you won't let go, you bet you.
The piano doesn't sit in the corner. It throws elbows, hammering a bright pattern that keeps the whole band alert. Hits clean, no drag, no sag. Stevie's vocal dances around the pocket with the kind of confidence you only get when you're calling your own plays. He snaps phrases short, then lets a run glide, as if testing how much air the groove will hold. The harmonica answers like a second singer, needling between drum hits, punctuating the hook and pushing the track forward. Windows down, sun high, volume up. This is AM radio made for motion, built for the feeling of green lights that never seem to end.
When you say that you won't let go, you bet you.
It didn't chart like the heavyweights that came later, but real Motown heads hear the turning point. The prodigy becoming the producer, the passenger moving into the driver's seat.
And to say it's when you find that you're too good for anybody else, you're just right for Steve.
Number 14, Say It Loud. I'm black and I'm proud. James Brown.
Moving until we get what we deserve. We've been built.
This one hits like a rally you can dance to.
I worked on jobs with my feet in my...
Drums lock on the one and won't let go.
Beating our head against the wall and working with someone else. Say it loud.
The bass works hard but never crowds the lane.
Say it loud.
Horns stab like headlines. Brown calls and a children's chorus answers, multiplying one voice into a crowd you can hear. The chant is short on purpose. It travels. It fits on stoops and street corners, in shops and schoolyards, on any floor with a decent speaker. The groove is lean, but the feel is thick. Every bar braced with purpose.
One more time. Say it loud.
Listen to how the band leaves space after the chant so the words can ring. Then they snap you back into the pocket before the message softens.
Say it loud.
Its rhythm as backbone and language as banner. The sound of people standing up and still moving their feet.
Brother, we can't quit until we get our share. Say it loud.
This record didn't ask permission. It didn't whisper. It declared.
Beating our head against the wall and working with someone else. Say it loud.
Decades on, you can still feel the room stand taller when the chorus lands.
Say it loud.
You know what breaks my heart a little? Only 1% of the people who watch R&B vinyl are actually subscribed. 99 out of 100 of you keep coming back, vibing with the grooves, feeling the stories, reliving the voices that built soul itself, but you still haven't hit that button. Think about it. You've spent time here, maybe even rediscovered a song that hit you right in the chest, and yet you're walking away before the next track drops. Subscribing costs nothing, not a cent, but it means you'll never miss the moments that remind you who you were when that record first played. R&B vinyl isn't just music, it's memory, it's heritage. It's the pulse that still beats under everything we love. Don't just listen from the sidelines. Be part of the 1% who keep the soul alive. Hit subscribe, stay, groove, and keep the record spinning with us.
Number 13, I Wish It Would Rain. The Temptations.
Sunshine, blue sky.
A winter slow dance that doesn't pretend to be strong.
Oh, yeah,
The band makes a room for David Ruffin and then steps back, keeping the drums light, the keys spare, and the strings breathing in slow swells. You hear restraint everywhere, no rushing to the chorus, no shouting past the truth.
My teardrop, and no one will ever know that
Ruffin sings like someone telling you the story once, so he doesn't have to tell it again. When he reaches for "I Want to Go Outside," the tone narrows, and the words go from sung to said for a split second. That's where the ache lives. The lyric asks the weather to cover what pride won't hide, a plea anyone who's loved and lost recognizes on contact. Jukeboxes and diners played it all winter because it gives shape to a feeling people carry quietly. The band never breaks the spell. They support and they hold. It's a masterclass in leaving space for pain to speak. Number 12, The Horse, Cliff Nobles and Covers. A B-side that ran to the front of the parade. No lyric, no confession. Just a horn line that charges in place and a band that keeps the road under it smooth. Drums snap like a marching unit. Bass keeps a square, steady stride. The horn section circles the same bright figure again and again until your feet figure it out for you. It's a loop before loops were machines, momentum pressed to wax. You can hear it on gym floors and side streets with baton twirlers, high steps, and laughter in the background. It's the kind of instrumental that turns any stretch of pavement into a route and any afternoon into an event. What makes it work is focus. The band never clutter the lane, the horns never lose their edge, the pulse never drifts. You don't hum along so much as you join the motion. A million sellers don't need to explain themselves, and this one never tries. After an instrumental stampede like that, the only way forward is star power and chemistry squared. Number 11, I'm Gonna Make You Love Me, Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations. This is Motown smiling in two directions at once. One signature voice glides in, another answers. The rhythm section stays light on its feet, a bounce that leaves plenty of air for strings to shimmer and background voices to sparkle. The fun is built into the structure, call and response as friendly showdown, promises traded like flowers across a table. You can picture couples in cars singing alternate lines, each one leaning into their part. Nothing is rushed. Every entrance feels placed, and the chorus lands like a grin you can't help mirroring. Motown knew how to stack stars without crowding the song, and this cut is the proof. Everyone shines, the groove breathes, and the hook owns the room. It lit up radios because it feels like company. Like your favorite voices visited the same record and left happy. Number 10, Who's Making Love? Johnnie Taylor. A lesson you can dance to. The band sets a tight pocket, drums crisp, snare speaking plain, bass walking with purpose, guitar chopping steady eighths like an engine you can see. Taylor comes in with a tone that mixes a half grin and a raised eyebrow, turning the warning into a story rather than a scold. The organ warms the corners, and the horns punch the edges, but nobody steps on the vocal. That's the Stack's secret here: discipline. Every part has a job, and doing it right makes the message hit twice. Once in your head, once in your hips. The hook is built like a question you already know the answer to, which is why the room sings it back. On jukeboxes, in lounges, and anywhere people needed a little truth with their two-step, this one did work. It climbed because it connects. And it connects because the groove refuses to lose focus. The floor is hot now, and the next crown is ready for the head that still wears it. Number 9, Chain of Fools, Aretha Franklin. A guitar lick, lean and mean, snaps the air. Then the queen enters and turns a breakup into a stand. The tempo doesn't rush. It walks heavy, like a decision made. Backing voices don't sit in the back. They testify, fanning Aretha's lines higher and answering like a squad that knows the whole story. Drums land with a weight that says, "Not this time." The lyric flips hurt into posture, the kind that straightens a spine while still telling the truth about where it hurts. Aretha's phrasing is surgical, holding notes where other singers would fall off, biting a word where others would blur it. The band leaves her room to carve. That's why the hook lands like a verdict. Awards followed, and so did a million imitations, but the original holds because the core is unshakable. Church heat, street grit, and a lead who never blinks. Number 8, You're All I Need to Get By, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
For you, I'll do my best, stand by like a tree.
Love as Lifeline, sung without hurry. The rhythm section sets a gentle sway. No push, just a patient back and forth that feels like natural breath. Marvin and Tammy weave, then meet, then weave again, as if each line knows where the other is headed. Strings lift the title phrase like hands under a vow. The background voices warm the edges without taking the spotlight, and the melody gives the kind of reassurance people hold onto at weddings and block parties alike. The power is in the steadiness. No big stunt notes needed, just a promise sung in plain language and perfect time. When the harmonies bloom on the hook, slow dance floors tighten in unison because the record seems to hold the room together. It topped the R&B chart and settled into a permanent place in people's lives for the simplest reason: it feels honest. Number 7, Tighten Up, Archie Bell and the Drells.
We don't want to sing, but we dance just as good as we want. In Houston.
A party with directions. The voice comes in like a host, calm and smiling, laying out the moves before the band even breaks a sweat.
Oh, come on now. Now let that guitar fall in now. Come on.
Bass bounces in a way that feels like a knee starting to move on its own.
I said to be outside.
Guitar flickers, then settles into a pattern that widens the pocket without crowding it.
Come on, let's tighten it up now. Come on and tighten it up. All right.
Drums keep the lines painted clean. The beauty here is how the track treats every listener like a band member.
Baby, don't you get too tight.
Tighten Up becomes a cue, and suddenly the kitchen, the club, and the sidewalk are all the same floor. Small shifts matter. When the guitar falls in, the groove deepens by inches, not miles, and that's enough to pull a crowd into sync.
Line up on that drum now. Now let that bass fall in now. Come on.
It traveled because it was simple on purpose. Clear parts, clear spaces, clear fun.
You can do it now. So baby, get to it.
A nationwide dance craze starts with exactly this kind of clarity.
Oh yeah. Everybody tighten it up now. Come on, guitar. Tighten it up one.
Number 6, LA Means I Love You, the Delonics. Understatement as a superpower. The falsetto rides light over a rhythm section that hardly raises its voice, and the horns sketch gentle curves instead of sharp angles. The refrain doesn't crash, it hovers. 3 soft syllables turned into a lasting imprint. You can imagine an open window, a spring night, and a room that sways without moving much at all. The players keep their hands soft, trusting the melody to do the heavy lifting. That trust is the point. The space between parts is where the feeling grows, and the record refuses to fill every second with sound. That restraint made a blueprint, the kind of smooth, string-bright soul that would define a whole lane for years to come. It's not a record that begs attention. It earns it by never breaking the spell it casts in the first bars. Number 5, I Got the Feelin', James Brown.
Baby, baby, I got the feeling.
Precision built for sweat. Drums drop the one like a hammer. Bass locks to the kick so tight you could slice the line between them and not miss a note. Horns fire in short, electric bursts. Brown rides the top like a conductor who also happens to be the loudest instrument in the room. Every cue hits instantly. Every stop is a cliff without a stumble. The arrangement carries zero extra weight, no padding, no drift, no bloat.
Baby, I got that feeling, baby.
That's why it translates anywhere. Television stages, hot clubs, big halls.
Baby, you treat me, baby.
You feel the discipline even when you don't see the band. Listen to those stabbing horn hits in the chorus. So short they're almost sparks, and yet they light everything around them. It's a masterclass in tension and release at high speed. Number 4, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Marvin Gaye.
Funky is going down, man. What do you mean something funky going down? Oh, man, over here.
A slow burn that tightens with every bar.
Huh? She just don't love you no more, man.
The rhythm doesn't chase, it stalks. Keys pulse in small patterns. Percussion circles like footsteps you think you hear behind you. Strings turn the screws a hair at a time. Marvin's lead floats a fraction behind the beat, pulling the ear forward, making the suspicion in the lyric feel like a shadow that won't fall away. When the hook lands, it doesn't jump. It lowers itself like a verdict just announced. Norman Whitfield's arrangement keeps the temperature low and the pressure high, leaving almost no space for relief. That's why it owns a room without raising its voice. Held back and then unleashed. It became the label's biggest single to that point because it does what most big records don't. It whispers you into a corner and makes you listen. Number 3, Sittin' On, The Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Quiet as a confession and twice as heavy. The guitar brushes the air, gentle and even, while the rhythm section keeps a slow, sure step.
Watching the ships roll in.
Otis doesn't lean on volume. He leans on feel, threading a melody that looks outward and inward at the same time.
It look like nothing's gonna come my way.
Co-written with Steve Cropper, the song marks a new kind of space for him. Less grit, more open sky, still undeniably soul.
Sitting here resting my bones.
The whistle at the end wasn't supposed to be the finishing touch, but it stayed because it says what nothing else could.
Sitting on a dock of a bay.
It's human in a way that doesn't need explanation. Released just weeks after the crash, it landed with the weight of absence and the grace of a gift, and it became a first in the books by topping both the pop and R&B charts. Even now, the first bar can stop a room mid-sentence.
Wasting time.
Number 2, Slip Away, Clarence Carter. Late night honesty set to a slow turn of the wheel.
Tell me you would try to slip away.
The drums keep time like a clock you can hear across the room.
How sweet it is.
The bass leans close to the kick, warm and steady. Guitar lines breathe between words, little sighs that say more than they seem to.
Without him knowing you go.
Carter's delivery is careful, measured, velvet over a lyric that walks dangerous ground.
Slip away. Slip away.
Nothing in the arrangement hurries him. That's the spell. He takes his time, and the room lets him.
I feel a deep yearning inside.
The chorus doesn't yell, it deepens, and the title phrase lands with the softness of a door closing behind you.
Slip away.
It became one of his signatures because it lives where people actually live, in the compromise between what they want and what they say.
When you're stealing, darling, let me.
A staple for decades because tender truth lasts. Now lift your head. 3 words are about to gather a room and send it out stronger than it arrived.
Could you?
Number 1, Say It Loud. I'm black and I'm proud. James Brown.
Some people say we got a lot of malice. Some say it's a lot of nerve.
A declaration with a backbeat, drums plant their flag, bass digs in, horns flash like lights catching metal. Brown sets the call in motion, and the chorus returns it with a force that keeps multiplying.
I've worked on jobs with my feet in my hand.
The words are simple, and the point is not. Identity, dignity, refusal.
Say it loud.
The band's pocket is iron. The chant is portable, and together they turn any space into a place where people can stand taller. That's why it still works anywhere a speaker can reach. The music does not pause to explain itself. It lives out loud.
We do things for ourselves. We're tired of beating our heads against the wall.
Half a century on, its urgency hasn't faded because the core is a rhythm big enough to hold 1,000 voices and a message that still needs to be heartbeat you can move to and a sentence worth repeating until it's true in every room.
Right here. Now we're people. We like the birds and the bees.